Yo, what's up guys, it's Goblin here, back to this new episode. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about a very serious topic. I've been thinking about doing a video like this for a while now, but today it's finally gonna happen. In today's video, while discussing the topic, I'm gonna be playing some Trophy Road with this lockbait deck. Very excited, very fun video this is going to be, but at the same time, I must say it's gonna be a very serious video as well, because I'm a little bit worried. Maybe you guys have noticed it as well, but I feel like Clashia is currently in a downfall, and some people are even saying that it is dying. So this is a very serious topic. In today's video, I'm gonna discuss from my point of view, but I would also love for you guys to comment down below your point of view, your experience, and your kind of thoughts about the current state of the game. What is happening in Clashia, and why are people saying that it's kind of having a downfall again? Dying even, which is like a very big word to say. In my opinion, Clashia is definitely not dying. I must say I did notice a little bit of decline, I think is the word, in views. Not necessarily in support, but just in general. I feel like the game has been a little bit less popular, I guess we can say. And why is that? I mean, I think level 16 has to do a lot with it. It's not necessarily level 16 only though. I feel like it was kind of the moment and the timing of when they added level 16 and how they did it. Because if you think about it, before they added level 16, the game was very popular, but it was already, in my opinion, at least from my point of view, a little bit still, and it definitely needed a little bit of attention on some parts of the game. Like the game itself, I love it, it's so fun, I love doing my content, but it definitely felt like there were so many game modes which were kind of missing. And if you think about it, there are so many game modes which are in the game, but no one really cares about, and it hasn't really been receiving any love for such a long time. For some reason, I still don't understand why they removed the global tournament. So that is one big part about me, especially as a content creator, but I'm pretty sure that most of you guys watching, playing the game also like the global tournaments. It was always just a kind of fun, refreshing tournament in the way that you could, I don't know, play some triple draft, normal battle. It just kind of depends on the game mode, but it just was fun in my opinion. Like, I don't know why they decided to remove it, but in my opinion, that was definitely a big mistake. I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but I think it definitely was kind of unnecessary to do that. Hopefully soon it's gonna be back. But not only the global tournaments. Think about, for example, what else is there? There's Clan Wars, there's the in-game tournaments. Like, when is the last time you guys played the in-game tournament? And maybe some of you guys have been. I'm not saying that all the... Okay, let's go with the Evo Cannon right here. I'm not saying that all the game modes I'm mentioning are like useless or never played. Of course, there's still gonna be some people playing the Clan Wars. There's still gonna be some people hosting and playing the in-game tournament. But I feel like the majority of the people watching are probably gonna agree with me that the current state of, for example, the challenges, the current state of, for example, the in-game tournaments, which they are not even existent anymore, could definitely improve and could definitely be much better. Not sure what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comment section down below, of course. And then level 16, in my opinion, is not necessarily a bad thing. It was just, as I said before, like the timing of when they did it and how they did it. Because if they would have added level 16 with like a perfectly balanced Clashia, and by the way, I'm cycling 4 princesses at the same time. Poor guy, I think he is going to lose the match, just casually cycling 4 princesses at the same time. In a kind of lockbait mirror match, he did have a different version, more of a classic version. We have a more of a quick cycle, so I think we did have a small advantage there. Very nice W though. Well, talking about a very, as I said, serious topic. So let me know what your point of view is in the current situation, in the current state of the game. Have you guys been playing the same as before? Have you guys been, I don't know, for example, also kind of losing interest in the game? Like, what is a reason or what is something you would like to see happen to the game for you to be able to play more, enjoy more again? Like, is there anything you could think of like quickly and like, okay, yeah, for sure, if Clash Royale adds this, if Clash Royale does this, if Clash Royale removes this, then I would love the game again, then I would be playing so much again for sure. I mean, maybe there's not, but if there is something, I would love to read it in the comment section down below. For me, as I mentioned before, it's definitely fixing the game modes and maybe even potentially adding a new game mode. Imagine they add a new game mode where you can, for example, I don't know, play with friends, randoms, clanmates, it doesn't matter with who, kind of like a 3 versus 3 game mode, and not necessarily 3 versus 3 at the same time. Like, it would still be 1 versus 1, but it would be like a game mode where, for example, you can make a lineup with kind of like King of the Hill. Do you guys remember the King of the Hill format when there was 0 teams? Basically, you make a lineup like, let's say, ABC. Number 1 is A, number 2 is B, number 3 is C. And then you play against each other until everyone has lost. So what is really epic and what I love about this format is that you can, for example, have number A of one team beat A and B. And then number C comes in and he beats A, B, and C. Like, he reverse sweeps. And let's say they do that format, but then you can add some prizes like lucky jobs. You can add some emotes, maybe even a small leaderboard. Like, something like that would be crazy, no? I don't know if you guys would like it. Like, maybe it's because I'm very competitive and I love these type of formats. Maybe you guys are like, nah, I don't think I would ever play that. But I feel like in general, adding stuff which just kind of, yeah, changes up the current state of the game, changes up the way it is being played is always fun. But you need to be careful how to do it. Because, for example, the heroes change the game a lot how it's being played. But in a way that it felt kind of too strong. The combination of end level 16 and the heroes and the current state of the game, in my opinion, just adding all of that up was just a little bit too much. Like, let me know what you guys think about it though. I might be wrong, I might be right. I would love to, as I said before, hear your opinion and kind of your thoughts on the current state. Okay, do need to be careful here. Let's try and time this as good as possible. He's going to try and pressure. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but I think we should be fine. We can tank the damage of the wall because he's going to spend arrows. So now the Goblin Barrel is going to potentially get some damage, and this is looking good for us, guys. Beautiful King Tower activation did take, as I said, a little bit of damage. Left side tower is in Rocket Rage already. A Rocket on level 16 does 593. Quite a lot of damage there. And let's quickly focus on defense. He's going to get nice arrows. Let's go with a lock here. Make sure we don't take too much damage. Let's go with a Mighty Miner, and that should be pretty much good game. I don't think he will be able to take our tower, and as I said, left side tower is in Rocket Rage already. Might even, yeah, I was about to say, might even go down there. Thanks to the evil barrel, looks like we are indeed going to take the tower without even having to rocket, and that is going to be another W. So let's go, guys. Very nice game. This Lockbait deck is, I think, the only Lockbait deck I've kind of seen in the current meta. Lockbait recently hasn't been that strong. I guess there's Hypno as well using it. But besides that, the more classic version with like Lock Rocket, I think this is pretty much the only version. So see you guys soon with the next match. Okay, let's go, guys, hopping into the next match. And by the way, also another thing, which is a little bit more off topic, but still kind of related to the things I'm talking about in today's video. Is there anything, you guys, I should be focusing more on with my content? Like, I feel like recently my content has still been pretty good. I always try to do the best I can. I love doing what I love. But at the same time, I did notice a small decline in views. And if there's anything you guys have in mind or are like, yo, Serge, I think a series where you play against or play with or play, I don't know, like whatever idea, please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I would really love to hear your ideas, and maybe some of the ideas I'm gonna be like, yo, that is a great idea. I would love to do it. Maybe some of the ideas I'm gonna know, okay, I don't think that's gonna work well. I don't think I would enjoy doing that. It of course really depends, but you can never go wrong sending the ideas. Sometimes it will maybe make me think about it and do it, or maybe sometimes I will not do it. I guess I still appreciate everyone like sharing ideas. It's always fun reading different opinions. Okay, so we're up against Giant Graveyard, one of those decks which could always be scary. Like, one good Giant Graveyard push, if you mess up, overcommit, one good push can take your tower, so we do need to be careful here. Not sure what spells he's gonna be running. I think he might go with something. Yeah, I was about to say, I think he might go with something for the Mighty Miner. A play I love to do is go Goblin Barrel, then switch lanes with the Mighty Miner, and afterwards he's gonna be tanking for the Goblin Barrel, allowing you to get some extra hits in. Okay, so he has Musketeer, Lumberjack, Bomber. Is it the Evolve Bomber? If it's Evo Bomber, we might have to try and activate the King Tower of that. For example, here I'm gonna ignore the Musketeer because I feel like I'm already kind of low. I kind of expected him to go with a Giant. If he does go for a Graveyard, that will be a little bit too aggressive, and he's instead gonna go Lumberjack right side here. Okay, let's go with Goblins next to the Witch. We do need to be careful here with the Giant connecting a little bit, but I think it's fine. It's not gonna be like too much damage. And if he does go for a Graveyard, we could go with like, I don't know, Cannon or something. Okay, the Bomber is gonna be important to try and activate the King Tower with. Like, that will be huge, but at the same time, okay, I guess I'm gonna go Goblin Barrel here. Yeah, the Prince is probably gonna just kill it, right? Okay, let's set up a cannon like this. Kind of an awkward Psycho, kind of an awkward situation right now, but we should be fine. Let's go with a Mighty Miner, let's go with Goblins. Let's have the Lock ready. I think I'm still gonna lock just to make sure. And we are so far in a pretty good situation, but at the same time we need to be very careful. Okay. I think I can start going with rockets a little bit more. Let's go with a rocket and a goblin barrel at the same time. Most of the people do see it, but then there's some people who don't really notice. And if it's, yeah, sneaks through, if it goes like kind of unattended, it can get a lot of damage. Okay, I think he's gonna go in for a giant at the bridge now. Nice. Let's go with a cannon as well to block it so the graveyard doesn't have a tank. Let's go with a princess here. Let's go with a lock like this. Goblins to make sure that the graveyard is not gonna get any more damage. And then we can go in for the goblin barrel with the mighty miner ability. As I said before, I love doing this play, and that might actually be a good game. I don't think he has a great way of countering that, and we are indeed going to take the right side tower. So beautiful, guys. Very nice game. Kind of feel bad for those who have level 15. I feel like especially those who are like super free to play are gonna struggle, and I think that's also a big deal about the current, yeah, kind of state of the game. I feel like there were so many people who maybe just recently got their level 15 deck, couple of cards level 15, and then now instead of being like almost maxed or finally a max deck, are gonna be in the same situation again of having to play against level 16 cards, being in a disadvantage, and just in general, it's not really enjoyable. Like for example, this guy as well, he has level 16 towers, but he does have a level 15 ghost. Just small details which are gonna be noticeable, and for some players, it is really gonna be like, yeah, annoying, I guess. Okay, let's go with a lock here. Seems like a Royal Giant deck, if I would have to take a guess. Could be something else. Well, I would like to go with a Mighty Miner ability, by the way, because Mighty Miner is going to be close to the tower. We can this way damage the tower, but also, most importantly, make it go to the right side tower right away. Okay, let's go with a Spirit here a little bit far away, distracting the Hunter. Fisherman here should not be able to get a hit. And this is looking like a, I would say, pretty good matchup. If we play well, protect our troops well, we should have a good chance. Oh, I didn't know the Fisherman was gonna be outrange. I should have, looking at it now, dropped something else. I guess it's okay though. Let's go with a lock here, trying to kill the Fisherman before it can slap our tower. And I guess we can just go with ability this way for 1 elixir. We're gonna switch lanes, and we're gonna also take care of the ghost. So nice, looking pretty good, guys. I mean, matchup is, I would say, good. If we play solid defense, we have very good answers against the Royal Giant. Just need to be careful with the cycle, because if he goes with, for example, Ghost, when we don't have anything in cycle, it's gonna be awkward. If we keep our Mighty Miner, if we keep our cycle good against the Ghost, then it shouldn't be that big of an issue. So let's go with Mighty Miner directly on top of the Ghost. Tower plus Princess is gonna help out a little bit here as well. He's gonna Fisherman the Mighty Miner in, which is not a bad play, but at the same time, the Fisherman is gonna go down very quickly, and we are gonna get yeah, a lot of value here. Nice. Ice Spirit Barrel left side. Oh, the Hunter is actually gonna clean it up. That's good though, because he spent the Electro Spear. Let's go with a lock, trying to take care of the Hunter. We're gonna force out the Fisherman and just being annoying. Like, that is basically what Lockbait is all about. Cycling, being annoying, and getting a lot of value from your troops. Okay, let's go with Mighty Miner here. Let's kind of wait a little bit to see what he's gonna do. I feel like we can force out some troop directly on top. Let's then go with ability once again. He's gonna go with his Barbara. I feel like he's gonna go Skeletons. Let's maybe lock, see if we can hit them. Looks like instead he's gonna let the Mighty Miner lock into the Ghost. That's gonna allow it to get quite some damage. And he didn't play a single Royal Giant yet, guys. I'm actually gonna cycle my cannon, because I also didn't play a cannon yet, but I think in this specific situation it is pretty good for us to do so. Let's let the Fisherman be. Shouldn't be too much damage. Let's cycle Goblins. I think with just a lock, we are gonna take care of the Hunter. Beautiful. And let's go with a Mighty Miner here. So he is doing a pretty good job at defending. We're not really getting any damage, but at the same time, he's also not really getting any damage. So if we continue like the way we are playing right now, I feel like we have a really solid chance at beating him. And worst case scenario, we can even rocket the tower at some point of the match. If we're like, okay, we need damage, rocket is always a good option to get the damage. Okay, nice timing from him with the Royal Giant right here. We do need to be careful, but I think with the cannon, with the Mighty Miner, we can even cycle back to another Mighty Miner. Double level 16 Mighty Miner on the field right there. Hunter is gonna get some value. I think instead of going in right now, it's better to wait a little bit, because he's preparing for a big Royal Giant push. He's definitely gonna Royal Giant, right? Yeah, I knew it. That is why I went with the rocket. Predicting the Royal Giant, it was a very good moment for him to go in, but at the same time, a little bit too predictable. Okay, Ice Spirit here. Nice, beautiful, very good defense, and that is why I love This Lockbait deck is just so solid. Okay, nice. Good Goblin Barrel placement. Let's quickly go with a lock, keeping the Princess alive even longer. That's gonna be more and more damage. He's gonna have to go like Hunter or wait for the Barb to get close. He is gonna go with Barb. Let's go with Goblins here. Let's go with a Cannon up high. Let's go with an Ice Spirit here off to the side as well. Princess. Let's go with a Goblin Barrel. I'm not sure if we outcycle his Barb Barrel. I think, okay, we're not gonna outcycle. He's gonna mess it up though, and that is why it's so important to switch up the placement. Did you guys notice how I sometimes go on the left, sometimes on the right, sometimes in the middle? It is super, super important to switch up the placement always. Okay. Can even go with another Mighty Miner. Insane how quick we just cycled the Mighty Miner. We just cycled double Mighty Miner in like 2 seconds, I think. That is crazy. Nice. Look at the damage on the left side, guys. He did not expect the normal barrel on the left side with the Goblins. There's gonna be a lot of damage there. Not as much damage as we dealt on the right side, but still a good, yeah, kind of surprise attack in the last couple of seconds here. Let's go with Goblins. Let's go with a Cannon last second here. Let's try and cycle another Goblin Barrel. Let's go with Goblin Barrel. Well defending. Mighty Miner on the left side, guys. Mighty Miner left side is gonna connect. Is gonna get a lot of damage. That's not gonna be towered down, but is gonna be good game because time is gonna run out and we are gonna secure another victory. So far doing very well. See you guys soon with the next opponent. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the next match. And by the way, I'm not really sure if there's anything else to kind of talk about, mention. Maybe I did forget a very important kind of like, I don't know, part, reason about the current state, about the current game. But I think I pretty much mentioned most of the important parts, important game modes, my point of view. If there's anything I missed, please also let me know in the comment section down below. And then this way I can try and mention or respond it in the comment section a little bit later. Okay, let's go with a Goblin Barrel here. Let's go with a Mighty Miner ability. Always a play I love to do. This way, as I said before, Mighty Miner is gonna be tanking and we're gonna get so much more value. Okay, he's gonna go with a Musketeer. Let's go with a Princess like this. Let's go with a Mighty Miner directly on top of the Musket. I was kind of expecting him to turret. Princess, not the greatest to be honest, because if you guys notice, Ghost was able to just splash it and even hit the tower at the same time. So not the best timing by me, but I think we're still overall pretty good spot. Let's go with a lock here, make sure the Bedram is not gonna get a connection and those 2 Goblins are actually gonna come in clutch to take care of the Barbarians. So seems to be a P.E.K.K.A. Bridgeman deck. We need to be careful though, because P.E.K.K.A. normally was a really good matchup for Lockbait. Nowadays with the Golden Knight, with the Musketeer, I feel like it could get a little bit scary if you make a mistake in a certain situation. Okay, he's gonna cycle Golden Knight. Let's set up a Cannon like this. I think Cannon would let it dash to the tower because I played it quite low, so we need to be careful with him popping the dash. I think soon he's gonna try and do that. Let's see if he does though. Okay, let's go with Mighty Miner predicting the dash. Let's see if he does. Looks like for now he's not. Let's go with ability, trying to keep our Princess alive on the right side, and let's go with a Goblin Barrel here as well. Okay, so looking pretty good damage wise. We are in a very good spot. He has arrows as well. Okay, so he has arrows, Golden Knight, Musketeer. We need to try and make sure that he cannot go with the turret like that easily. Okay, beautiful. He's gonna go turret still. Man, that's insane. I feel like the turret's range should be like decreased, or how do you say that? Yeah, decreased I think is like make it less, like less of a range, because it's crazy how it can get in range of the tower while the Musketeer is like still at the bridge. In my opinion, that should not be a thing. Okay, this is looking kind of scary, guys. Need to be careful here. Okay, go with a cannon like that. Lots of damage taken. Let's go with a Mighty Miner ability. Great Mighty Miner ability though. It's gonna take care of all the minions. Let's go with a Golden Barrel here. Let's see if we can. Oh, nice. He kind of messed up the dash there. Okay, let's go with a Princess. Let's see if we can cycle back. He's gonna have the Musketeer. I think he's gonna have a Golden Knight dash soon, but he's not gonna get it on time. And let's quickly go with a double lane push here. I feel like double lane pressure is always great with this deck because it's gonna be hard for him to keep up with both lanes without taking like any damage at all. Okay, Princess like this. Nice, looking pretty good. We need to be careful. I think we can go with a Mighty Miner ability to make sure that if he does go with the Gold Knight. Okay, looking decent, guys. Let's go with Goblins here. Let's go with a Mighty Miner up high. Do need to be careful with the Ghost. I think it's not gonna get a hit. Still need to be careful. Look at the right side, by the way. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Only just now noticed the right side tower being at 200. 94 HP, Ice Spirit, just to make sure we block the dash, but anyways, he's not gonna have any time. Rocket is gonna land, Rocket is gonna take the right side tower, and we are gonna secure another victory. Very nice matches. I feel like today's video, of course, talking about the topic has been nice, but gameplay-wise, the matches has also been very cool, very nice, and I don't think we lost a single game. Hopefully, I'm not gonna jinx myself, but I want to try and get one more victory. See you guys soon with the last match. And right as I say so, we already find the opponent. Perfect. Okay. Let's see what he's gonna be running. He's gonna have level 16 cards. He's gonna have level 16 towers. Let's go with a lock on top of the Fire Spirit. And he's gonna have a spammy type of deck. Okay, I see you. Skeleton Barrel, Fire Spirit. Probably gonna be the typical deck with Dark Goblin, Suspicious Bush. This deck is very annoying to face, but I think we should have an okay matchup right here if we play well. And oh, I'm not sure about that Vine spell. Not really gonna get that much value. Let's go with a Golden Barrel here towards the left side tower. He is gonna have a Skeleton Army. Skeleton Army is gonna be one of those cards which we need to be very careful about because of us only having lock. And especially if we use the lock, it's gonna be like super scary to deal with it. We're gonna have to get like a good evil cannon to splash it, Princess Shot, Mighty Miner Bomb. Like we do have some options, but we still need to be very careful about using the lock, especially when the evolution is available. Okay, so let's see what he's gonna do. I'm not sure if he's... Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure if he's back to the Skarmy yet. Looks like he's not. He's gonna have to spend his Skeleton King, which is good for us because Skeleton King is gonna take a lot of damage. Let's go with a cannon down below. He does have a Vine spell. I feel like he's gonna... Yeah, I was about to say that. I feel like he's gonna try and go with like a Vine spell, especially because he did it before. He's gonna pop his ability. He is gonna go with ability. Not a bad ability, but at the same time kind of aggressive. And let's see if we can maybe get a nice Princess prediction on his Skeleton Army. Beautiful, guys. Okay, it's not gonna get like an insane amount of damage, but look at the Skeleton Army. It's gonna go pretty much down entirely while getting some chip damage. Like Lockbait is all about being annoying, getting chip damage slowly but surely, and kind of outcycling the opponent if possible. So far we're doing a good job at that. I think a play which I've seen the other day from Mohammed is when they go with Skeleton Barrel, you just go cannon directly on top of it, because then I think it lands directly on top and it also like takes care of it. I don't know, like let's see if we can pull it off. Let's go with a rocket here. I think it's an okay rocket. It's not necessarily gonna be the best. Okay, let's go with a lock like this. Do need to be careful here with the Skarmy. Let's make sure that we hit everything. Let's go with Ice Spirit here as well. Okay, let's cycle back to lock here as soon as possible. He's gonna get a lot of damage with the death damage, but should be fine. Let's go with a Mighty Miner on top of the Skeleton King. Please target the... No, it's not gonna target the Skeleton King. Okay, do need to be careful here, guys. This is actually getting kind of scary. Ice Spirit to distract, cannon up high as well. Goblins to make sure we once again don't take too much damage, but that's still a lot of damage. And man, I'm telling you guys, this type of deck is crazy. I actually made a video on this deck yesterday, didn't I? I think I made a video on this deck yesterday, basically saying no one can defend this, and I'm also struggling defending this myself right now. Okay, let's go like this. Let's go with a Golden Barrel here. I think he does have the Skarmy once again. I need to try and maybe sometime go with like a prediction lock or something for the Skarmy, because Skarmy has been being very problematic, getting a lot of value. Okay, nice. Very good cannon actually. Wait, that is huge, because the cannon and took care of the Dark Goblin. And also, okay, he's definitely gonna go Vine Spell. Let's see if we can... Wait, what? He just gave us such a good... Oh my god, he just messed up big time. He just messed up big time, guys. He just gave us the best lock ever. We can outcycle his Skeleton Army. He is gonna go with his Skeleton Barrel. We should be able to get a cannon down. Last second cannon, as I said, if you drop it right on top, the explosion is gonna pretty much take care of the entire Skeleton Barrel, and we are gonna win another match. Beautiful video, beautiful matches right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If I did miss any specific topic, any important, I don't know, like question to be answered, please do let me know in the comment section below. I would love... Oh, this guy had a rocket. That is crazy. I definitely did not expect him to have a rocket. I don't think he ever used it, but that would have been a very surprising card if in the end our tower would be low and then he would just rocket the tower. We faced a lot of level 16 cards, so definitely not a video where we had like advantage all the time. Very nice and very equal matches. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.